Concept of curriculum design created by Lori Wardlaw. 4 domains for curriculum development: curriculum, assessment, standards, and instruction. These are the 4 components that you have to have when you're developing your curriculum for your school district. The standards. In Arkansas, we use the Common Core State Standards. This was made law in 2009 but was not fully implemented until the 2013-14 school year. Common Core State Standards define the knowledge and skills students should have to ensure readiness for college and careers. These are a list of the standards, not a curriculum. They do not tell the teacher how or when to teach a skill. They are geared more towards outcomes and not instruction. Curriculum, the heart of any learning institution. You can see that I created a visual representation of curriculum. It is the driving force for public schools to have student success. The curriculum is always based on teaching the Common Core State Standards. The textbook and other resources chosen must contain skills within the standards. Pacing guides help to develop the curriculum. They are planned, purposeful, progressive, and systematic. Assessments. Assessment should be part of the curriculum design plan. When you have an idea as to what the assessment looks like, you can design your lessons around it. It is a task that will reveal whether the students have achieved the learning objective. Several different types of assessment should be used to check for understanding within the lesson and within a unit or learning module. And of course, these are always based on the Common Core State Standards. Instruction. Instruction is the last step to planning curriculum. The daily lesson plans and learning goals set forth by the Common Core State Standards. The daily lesson plans, the teacher has some leeway on that. She can determine what resources she's going to use. She can determine which activities she can use, and the lesson is always based back towards the Common Core State Standards. Also, it should be planned around the learner's needs and the assessments. If you know what the end assessment looks like, you know what material the students need to learn before they can be assessed. And all different types of learners' needs should be considered within the instruction, all 3 different types. The driving force of the 4 domains needed to develop curriculum. I believe the standards, which in Arkansas is Common Core State Standards, is the driving force of the 4 domains needed to develop curriculum. Assessments must assess certain skills laid out by Common Core State Standards. You would not assess students on something that is not in the standards for their grade level. Curriculum. The curriculum chosen needs to follow the Common Core State Standards. While choosing a curriculum, it is imperative to make sure it has the correct material to aid the teachers in teaching the standards. And instruction. The daily lesson plans have goals pulled straight from the Common Core State Standards. The teaching strategies and activities are left up to the teacher, but the learning goals are stated in the Common Core State Standards, as well as the essential questions that the teacher comes up with. Most of the time are geared to make sure that the students are achieving the standards. The equality of the four domains. I do not think the 4 domains are equal when it comes to curriculum development. The standards greatly outweigh the other 3. It is the driving force behind all 4 domains. Curriculum, assessments, and instruction are all pretty equal. I think that the missing factor is the student needs. At our school, we have a population of 33% Hispanic. I think if our curriculum was designed more for ELL students, we would see better student achievement. You can even adopt textbooks that are bilingual and have 2 different languages in it. I think that would probably help not only our students, but when we send stuff home for our parents, they might be able to better help their student if it's in their native language. How to design curriculum. I think that the first step to designing a curriculum is to gather a group of lead teachers, and these teachers will get together and decide on which textbook and which resources would probably best fit their school. Make a template for pacing guide. A pacing guide basically tells when you are going to teach a certain skill. After you've decided on the pacing guide, you can decide on modules. You can decide as how long a teaching module will last and when you're going to assess on it, and what you're going to do if some or any of the students need extra interventions on a certain module. Design assessments to assess learning goals. These are the assessments given within the classroom, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever, to assess to make sure that the students are mastering these learning goals. Once you have your assessments, you can prepare your daily instruction. This is what the teacher is actually going to get up in front of the classroom and either teach, or the activities that's going to be done, the vocabulary that's going to be learned, the resources that will be used, your essential question will be put there, the learning goals, all of that will be on the instruction. Thank you for listening to my PowerPoint on creating curriculum.